here. So you've had a lot of fun with it.
I wouldn't consider that fun. That was actually terrifying, but...
Deep in the Nevada desert lies a place shrouded in mystery and myth. Officially, it's just an Air Force facility known blandly as Area 51. Unofficially, it's the heart of every alien conspiracy theory from Roswell to the X-Files. Since the 1950s, rumors have swirled that this remote outpost hides extraterrestrial. Some say crashed flying saucers, others whisper about captive alien beings. The government denied its very existence for decades, fueling wild speculation of cover-ups and cosmic conspiracies. In 2013, the CIA finally acknowledged Area 51's existence, but that only poured gas on the UFO lore. If they kept that secret for so long, who knows what's really in there? Area 51's legend looms large in pop culture. It's the backdrop of blockbuster films like Independence Day, and a subject of countless late-night alien documentaries. For UFO true believers, it's hallowed ground, the place where they are keeping them aliens. For the merely curious, it's a tantalizing mystery fenced off in the desert. And for the internet, well, in 2019, the online world decided it was time to see for themselves. This is the story of how a late-night internet joke spiraled into a viral phenomenon. It's a tale of millions of people, armed with memes, humor, and perhaps a dash of madness, virtually banding together to storm one of the most secure places on Earth. Our story begins in June 2019 with a bored college student and anime fan from Bakersfield, California. Meet Maddie Roberts, by all accounts an ordinary 21-year-old, studying engineering and working at a vape shop. Late one night, Maddie was surfing the web, fresh from listening to a Joe Rogan podcast interviewing a famed Area 51 whistleblower named Bob Lazar. Maddie had a wacky idea. What if millions of us just rushed Area 51 at once? They couldn't possibly stop everyone. It was the ultimate absurd plan. I sparked a movement while I was bored at 2 a.m. I just thought it would be funny to marry absurdity with pop culture. You know, make the perfect meme. So I created this Facebook event as a total joke. I called it Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us. If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens. I figured maybe a few of my fellow nerdy friends would get a kick out of it. Then I went to bed. In the first few days, only a handful of people responded. Maddie chuckled and thought that was that. But the internet has a funny way of taking on a life of its own. By early July, something inexplicable happened. The Storm Area 51 event post blew up. Maddie also stated in an interview, "I was driving to work when my phone just started blowing up with notifications. Suddenly it was 600 likes, then 3,000. It just kept going. I remember thinking, this is getting out of hand. People actually think this is a great idea to uncover those secret alien autopsies in spaceships. Honestly, it was a, oh no, what have I done moment. Within days, the event had hundreds of thousands of responses. Within 2 weeks, it had over 1 million. Ultimately, more than 2 million people clicked going, and another 1.5 million interested in raiding Area 51. The joke had escaped its cage. It wasn't just an obscure meme among friends anymore. It was viral. Really viral. By mid-July 2019, Storm Area 51 was the talk of the internet. Memes upon memes were spawning across social media, and everyone, from teenagers on TikTok to grandmas on Facebook, had heard about the wild plan to see them aliens. On Reddit, a detailed battle plan infographic went viral. It divvied up the invading masses into groups. The Kyle Brigade, meme slang for monster energy-fueled teens who punch drywall, presumably to break through Area 51's gates. Late-night comedians poked fun.
The event is called Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us. Maybe not, but they can stop some of you.
Brands jumped on the bandwagon too, sensing an advertising opportunity in this viral craze. Bud Light famously tweeted that they'd give free beer to any alien that managed to escape Area 51.
Let's see if they get there. They also, by the way, offered free beer to any aliens that escaped Area 51.
I'm calling this one genius. I mean, look at the can, look the way it looks.
Always capitalizing off what's buzzing on social media. Bud Light, brilliant in that way.
And it was official. Alien fever had taken over summer 2019. But amid the laughs, something else was brewing. Real concern. Millions seemed to be gearing up to charge into a federal facility. Was anyone actually serious? Matty Roberts himself started freaking out a little. And indeed, Matty's joke soon drew attention from exactly those people tasked with stopping trespassers. By mid-July, the US military and law enforcement had entered the chat. The internet had spoken. Now the government was about to respond.
Any attempt to illegally access military installations or military training areas is dangerous.
The U.S. Air Force is taking these threats seriously. National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin shows us tonight from the Pentagon.
Would they try to stop all of us after all? The viral madness couldn't be ignored. On July 10, 2019, the U.S. Air Force made a public statement, essentially telling people, don't even think about it. Air Force spokeswoman Laura McAndrews warned that Area 51 is an active training range for the U.S. military, and any attempt to illegally access it is highly discouraged. In other words, we will stop all of you. The FBI was reportedly monitoring the situation too, and even paid Matty Roberts a visit.
The FBI agents that showed up, they showed up at 10 a.m. They contacted my mom, and she was like, so she texted me, she's like, the FBI's here, answer your phone. So, because I was kind of scared at this point.
The county, which has only 184 hotel rooms in total, drafted an emergency declaration and pooled resources with neighbors. 150 officers and EMTs, 300 paramedics, from across Nevada. They even considered declaring a state of emergency if things got out of hand.
Authorities are telling people to prepare as if a hurricane is about to hit, gas up vehicles, and stock up on food.
The FAA also closed the airspace over Area 51 for the big weekend. In the run-up to September 20th, locals and visitors alike prepared for the unknown. Residents stocked up on supplies. Travelers began arriving days early, camping out in the desert with tinfoil hats and high hopes. You could find people with license plates from across the country, even a few from overseas, making the pilgrimage, half for the meme and half for the adventure. A group of college kids from Switzerland and Japan flew in. It's the early hours of September 20th, 2019, the moment of truth. According to the original Facebook plan, this was raid time. 3 a.m. sharp. They can't stop all of us. In the chilly desert darkness, a small convoy of cars and RVs kicks up dust on the unpaved road leading to an Area 51 back gate. The raid is on, well, sort of. In reality, the troops number not in the millions, but in the dozens. By sunrise, roughly 150 people had gathered at the gates of Area 51. Not exactly an unstoppable army, but certainly a passionate or curious bunch. The scene is more tailgate party than military assault. People are wrapped in blankets, sipping coffee from thermoses and joking nervously. Some have costumed up for the occasion. Lined up on the other side of the fence are the responders, a mix of Lincoln County sheriffs, state troopers, and camo-clad military security personnel. Thankfully, they're relaxed and even smiling. They seem to grasp that these folks are here for fun, not trouble. There it was. A couple of overly eager souls did attempt to duck under the gates. One woman in her 20s allegedly tried to slip through and was briefly detained by guards, who promptly let her off with a stern warning. No dramatic prison breaks, no raids on the compound. In total, authorities reported 7 arrests over the whole weekend, mostly for minor mischief like public urination and alcohol-related infractions in the desert. Storm Area 51 started as a meme and ended as a meetup. It was hilarious, anticlimactic, and profound all at once. It showed that in the digital age, reality can be stranger and funnier than fiction. And who knows, maybe somewhere in a secret bunker, some actual aliens watched the whole spectacle on a live stream and had a good laugh at us too. After all, humanity decided to storm their base not with guns or violence, but with dancing, costumes, and memes. If that isn't progress, I don't know what is.